Hi, my name is John from Smile Dental Lab, Inc. Okay, because there's another lab whose name is also Smile Dental Lab, but ours is Smile Dental Laboratory, Inc. INC. And I'm here to teach you how to reline a 3D printed denture. We will reline the 3D printed denture in rigid methacrelate, as you can see here. Rigid denture base. Now the one I'm using is clear. See here, methacrelate, soft, clear soft, but in rigid form. There's a soft, medium, and rigid. So we are going to use rigid instead of soft. Now we will also mix with that Lang or a red Ortho Lang liquid resin, because this is clear. This material is clear, so we're gonna copy the pink. This is a pink shade of the gum of the 3D printed denture. It's in light color, so we will have to mix it. It's not gonna be perfect, but you know, it's inside there. It's inside. They won't ever see it anyway. But there's different ways you can do. You can also print that in its own color, but the color that I have is too dark for this, so that's why I'm using that one. And for the reason is to make it comfortable for the patient. Okay. I put this in the Reline jig. So there's the base. I actually poured directly, as you can see here in this Reline jig. So there's two parts. Okay, there's the bottom and the top. So what I did with this one was directly put the base on the top. So normally this is how it looks. Oops. Supposed to be like that. Supposed to be like that. So now when you pour it, make sure this is facing up when you pour the Reline denture. Okay? So when you put it back on the jig, it'll be facing down. All right? So that's how you pour it up. Now the reason why I did this is because I'm gonna boil this out, not the whole thing. I'm gonna take out and boil the denture, the base, because when it gets hot, I like this. But before you boil it, make sure you put all the post stem. I'm putting a butterfly post stem on this one. The reason is when you heat it up, this one, when you boil it out, I like to boil out. The reason is when you apply the tin foil or separating medium, when it's hot, when it cools down, the separating medium tends to go into the model itself, the base. So it's not thick. It thins out. It thins out and goes to the base. Now, why I like that is because when you reline it, the gap is not too big. So after I apply this, it'll cool down. Once it cools down, then I put it on water, on a cold water, or cool, anything that's cool water, not all the way up, but just letting the stone touch the cool water, and then so the cool water is absorbed by the model. So then, but the separating medium is still thin. Because when you apply it when it's wet, then it won't thin out. It'll keep that thickness. You don't want to do that, because it's you want to make sure that it's really the material is sitting on the gums as close as much as you can, so that to trap the air. Trapping the air makes the denture stay up there. Okay, so right now we're gonna apply a soap. Okay, what I do is 70% soap or 60%. So the soap that I use is as a separating medium is this Mr. Clean. So I apply that, and I add water, about 30 to 40% water, and then what I do is I just brush this on the surface because it's way thinner than using the separating medium. You brush this, the water all around where the plaster will be, and then you just put the plaster and then close it, and hand tighten it. And once the plaster sets, then you can easily remove it. It's not going to stick, trust me. That's another separating medium that you can use. So so now we will put the plaster. I've already brushed that with the soap, diluted in 30% water. So now I'm gonna put plaster on it. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yikes. Too much water. Okay. So now you put the plaster. I just add a little bit in the middle, and then because this is a full denture, all I need is added straight on top here. And then I make sure that the plaster goes on top of those teeth, because it'll make a mark on this, and that's it. As I've said, hand tighten. Wait, let me okay. Okay. And tighten. Okay. And there's also a trick that I use is after you've done that, because gravity, okay, makes it fall down. So it's not 100% sure that right now the plaster is sitting on top. So what I do is, well, because of this pink, I used to use this before a long time ago to press on the base to do the full denture, but I don't do that because when I need to do reline, this doesn't stick on this way too good. So I've used the lighter base acrylic from now on. So anyway, you turn it upside down. I just tap that a little bit there to make sure that this one is really sitting on top. So now it'll set up where I know that the plaster is literally sitting on the base of the acrylic. Okay? Okay, so we'll see you later again. The part 2 for relining this in the clear soft methacrelate. Okay, the reason why I'm using this is because this material, when it's the soft material is not the material makes it soft. When it's cold, it becomes hard. No, the reason why it becomes soft is the gum or the body has a temperature. That temperature, when it touches the material actually softens. So basically, it's gonna be very, very comfortable for the patient when they wear it. Because when they touch their gum, okay, right now they're not wearing it. Okay, they're cleaning it, and so it's hard. But once they place it in their mouth, that material, because the warm body touches the skin, the material will suddenly become softer. So then it's gonna be comfortable. Okay. So then I'll see you on the part 2 when we reline the material. Okay. Thank you.